somebody didn't get the note that the wedding was off. And okay, what I want to ask you, what would you do? There's a present, there's no name on it. You can't even thank someone. There's no return address. There's only the ice cream maker, and it sounds like a really good one. What do you do?
I would do a best effort to find who gave. I would do what Lorelai did and try to return it.
You would call every single person.
I would process of elimination people I knew. I would try to cross people off and be like, I know they didn't, they didn't send it. They didn't send. How many people were coming to this backyard wedding?
Remember, yeah, I keep thinking like, oh, isn't it supposed to be small? They were both on the same page. Also,
Mm-hmm.
like, you're calling people you haven't seen in a while because who invited them? Not you, if you don't even know their number.
Right, exactly. And it's possible this person sent the gift before the wedding was canceled, because things
Right.
didn't used to come overnight every time.
Good point.
So you could
Yeah.
order a thing and then it might, depending on where you ordered it from, could be a couple of weeks before it got there.
You're right. It could 3 weeks wasn't that insane.
It was not that insane.
Yeah.
So, but it not having a note is insane. And it not being in a package, it didn't
Here,
come in a box, was a little weird.
didn't it? I thought it did, but
I thought it was just the ice cream maker, like silver and like out, exposed.
I don't know. Something was in the shape of a square. So,
Yeah.
you
Would you
know.
not make a like a good faith effort to
My
find the.
best effort would be a lot less than Lorelai. I'm not calling every single cousin and person who says
Why was that? Right. Why was that person who she hadn't spoken to on the phone in that long? Why was that person invited?
right, and how were they invited? They were probably invited through Lorelai's mom. My best effort would be telling Miss Patty,
Mm-hmm.
holding it for a minute, a month, 2 months, something like that. Asking my mother because Emily would know.
That was, yes.
And Emily would find out within a month or two, and that's my best effort. I'm not calling everybody individually.
Right.
This isn't $1 million. We didn't win the lotto. I got an ice cream maker by someone who somehow didn't get the message. How am I even telling people then?
Right. Yeah. I would ask Emily. I feel like she would know who it was
Yeah.
because somebody would have been like, I sent your daughter an ice cream maker and I didn't get a thank you note.
Right. Like I feel like Emily could find out who's talking gossip about not getting thank you letters and things. So
I once got a mystery gift from Amazon that was supposed to come with a note and didn't. And I didn't know what to do. And I put, hey, I got this. It was a t-shirt. And I was like, hey, someone sent me this cool t-shirt. And I found out who the culprit was. And she was like, I wrote an adorable note. They didn't, you know?
that's a shame because
Yep.
I've gotten things to the PO box, like gifts and stuff. Sometimes they have names, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just have a name. Excuse me. And I don't know you. I don't know your email. I don't know your phone
Mm.
number. So, thank you, everyone.
You're like, thanks, Roger. Don't know who that is. But yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, and she's calling people who say things like, she said, "You don't hear the word wedlock anymore."
yeah,
That was a good
that
one.
was great. You don't hear the term wedlock too much. I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
I'll promise to call you within 20 years. That was kind of
Right.
mean. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but
Unnecessary.
she's.
But my understanding from Miss Manners / Emily Post was that you have 6 months to send a wedding gift. Is that what you heard?
I heard a year,
Oh, see?
so I don't know, but they're talking about if a wedding gift arrives 8 weeks after, you don't have to return it. That doesn't even sound like a rule of anything.
Right. That doesn't even make sense. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
And
Well,
also, I love how everyone references Saint Peter when they die. The pearly gates, all of
mm,
that. Even believers, non-believers, we already understand that that's a knock at the door of whether you're getting into heaven.
yeah.
All
I
right.
I don't know. I don't really
Yeah.
spend a lot of time wondering if I'm getting into heaven.
Yeah, I have different ideas of what heaven and hell is, and they're not really religious. It's this idea. Yeah, thanks for asking.
There's no pearly gates. You're like,
I
it's a
feel
diner
like
door. Like,
I feel like heaven and hell is the idea of how you live your life here. Like if you go against how you feel and what you're aligned with, and not like exactly what you're supposed to do as if we're destined to something, but if you go against your own heart constantly, you're in hell. You're in your
Right.
own nice personal hell. But if
Yeah.
you try your best and, you make like good decisions as much as possible, the right thing to do in terms of like don't hurt other people, it's pretty heavenly.
Yeah. That's
That's
pretty
all you
good.
can do.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And like,
Mhm.
I didn't hear anything about pearly gates. The
No,
gates are
mine are
nondescript. The gates are metaphorical gates, and they have no pearls on them.
pearls got too expensive.
That's right. I want iron gates.